Hello, I'm Jenna, also known on Ravelry as Retro Lemon, and this is my first podcast. So I'm so excited that you decided to join me. Hopefully this will go well. And I started this because I kind of wanted to let people who follow me on Ravelry and are in my group, Retro Lemon Studio, kind of other things I do, the thought process behind some things, to tell you about great things I have found, patterns I love, the usual stuff like that. So I guess we'll get started. We'll start with finished objects because I only have one, well, several of one. This is Chelsea, the Chatterbox Monster. She's my newest pattern. She made her premiere on Ravelry yesterday, Valentine's Day. So she's a cute little monster. I was asked by Diane of the Knittables podcast if I would be willing to donate a pattern of mine to give away as a prize for her March Monster Madness knit-along, and I was so excited that she asked me, but I only had one monster pattern, and currently it's being used as a Dancing Dog Dye Works worsted weight club yarn pattern, so it won't be available for the general public until late summer. So I came up with Chelsea here. I made her in solids and fun variegated. I just love her. I love her little face and her little bow. She's so cute. And I know a lot of people have asked, like, size-wise. So you can see she's about 7 inches from her feet to her hair. She's a good size. She's not quite as baby size as she looks online. So that is my only finished object. But there's more than one. I actually have 5, but some have made it to new homes already. Other things I'm working on at the moment that I wanted to tell you about are my socks. I had seen this yarn on the Stockinette Zombies podcast. It's called Zombie, ironically enough, and it's from Walking Wisty. She's on Etsy, and I had contacted her and told her how much I just loved the yarn that Amy and Megan were showing. I think it was, who was it? Megan that got it for her birthday? Yeah, I think that's how it worked. And it's a self-striping, so it's really pretty. Here it is, all balled up. You can see the grays, the pinks, and the greens. And then I started these, I don't know, at least a couple weeks ago, and I have not gotten very far. So many other things have come up, but I just love it. I'm knitting them on US size 2 needles, which I can't remember what that is. I wish I only use Knit Picks Harmonies and they don't have the sizes, but they're US size 2, and it's just a pattern that I kind of just go with. I cast on a certain amount of stitches, and it's not an actual real pattern. I took a sock knitting class and learned how to make socks by measuring everything, so it's what I like. They fit me good. So that's my first work in progress. The second work in progress I have been wanting to make since I had seen it, and I got the yarn from a D-stash on Ravelry. The pattern is Whippoorwill by Karina Spencer, and I will admit I go and I print off all of my patterns in black and white to save on color, and I will link this in the show notes so you can go see all the beautiful different colors everyone has come up with. There are just some amazing color combinations, but I went with Twisted Fiber Arts in their Tasty base. It is, I have it here. Tasty It is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. And you get 530 yards, it's 140 grams, and it is called Salsa. They have beautiful colorways, very, very beautiful. And it goes from a aqua to a teal to kind of a clay, and then it'll go to an orange. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Don't you know you're supposed to pull from the middle when you start these? No. No, I did not know this when I started it. I didn't know that until I was on Ravelry and someone was talking about it today. Oops. I guess when they dye it, you're supposed to pull from the middle because the inside color, there's less of it than the outside color, which would have, on this, would have been the aqua. But I didn't know that. And I started with the aqua instead of the orange because I cannot wear light oranges like that's in the middle of that. It's kind of a dark creamsicle-y almost color. I cannot wear that close to my face because it just looks horrible on me. I cannot wear light orange and yellows and light purples. So I started from the outside because I thought, oh, it switches halfway between. No, it doesn't. I guess you can get it started one way or another. But I ended up really liking how it worked out in the end because for the regular stockinette part, it's all the aqua and teal. And then when you move down and you actually get into the pattern, the eyelets, is when it starts changing. So for me, it ended up being a happy mistake. I'm very happy with it, and I cannot wait to see it done. Hopefully I won't run out of yarn because I know on the yardage I'll probably be cutting it really close. So let's hope, because something like this you can't just get an extra skein to finish the end. But I did get the flexible blocking wires everyone has been talking about on Ravelry. The, oh shoot, what are they called? You know, the flexible ones. I'll link them in the show notes because they're amazing. And I can't wait to try them because hopefully they'll live up to all my expectations. So I should have this done soon. I started it Friday and today's Wednesday. So I just got a little more to go. I think maybe 20 more rows, 30, something like that. So that's it for my works in progress. Oh, and today, the 15th, the Twisted Fiber Arts Club opened up, and I was able to get a spot in round 2, which I guess sold out in like 5 minutes. So I feel really lucky, and hopefully all of the colorways will be something I like. I'm always nervous about stuff like that because you pay ahead. So let's hope. And if not, I'll just destash them. This stuff, you know, sells quick anytime I've ever seen it posted. So it's pretty and it's soft. So soft. So that's it for works in progress. So now I'll try to enable you. Let's see what I got. I got a Jimmy Bean's wool order, and I got some Madeline Tosh vintage worsted, and it is gorgeous. It is so, so pretty. I really hope the camera can pick up the color. It is just this green. It's called Grasshopper. I guess it's the color of a grasshopper. Why not? And it is so soft, and it is so smushy. And I got 2. I don't know what I'm going to make with it yet, but I couldn't resist. It's just gorgeous. It's the first time I've ever purchased Madeline Tosh vintage. I have some of the Tosh sock, and it is so pretty. I haven't knitted anything with it yet. It just sits there and looks pretty. But this, I want to make something, maybe some fingerless mittens and a matching hat. I really like fingerless mittens. I like my fingers to be free so I can knit. So there's that. And then I really like green. Really, really like green. Because then I got some Malabrigo Rios, which is almost the same color as the Grasshopper. but not quite. It's maybe just a smidge brighter, and it's really soft. I've knitted with the Malabrigo Worst single ply. I know a lot of people like it. I'm not a huge fan. It's okay. I like it for toys. I like it for stuff like that. But anything really wearable that's going to get a lot of friction, it pills so bad. So I'm hoping to try this. It shouldn't pill as much because it's not a single ply. And I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this. It was just pretty. It was so pretty. I love green. And then I was at my local yarn shop, and I had one of my boys with me, and he loves red. He picked up everything red, and then of course he had to get something for his brother who likes blue. And I have to say, these look great together. These are probably destined to become a couple Chelseas with some leftovers. I'm not sure what they'll have me make with it, but they'll have me make something. Don't worry about that. They're always like, Mom, can you make this? It's funny. You never know what they're going to come up with. And then I had gotten this Barocco vintage for me. I really like aquas right now. And no plans for this either. At my local yarn shop, it was at $7 a skein. So it's a little cheaper than most places online. And I don't get there very often. It's not really local for me. It's at least a good 45 minutes. And they have a lot of art yarns and stuff like that that I'm not really into. And heartbreak came when I went in to look for some Cascade 2020 Superwash, which is one of my favorites. And they discontinued it there. I guess it wasn't selling well, and they got rid of it all. It was on the clearance rack. I was heartbroken. How can you not carry Cascade 220? How can you not? So, I guess I will be ordering all of mine online from now on. So, that is my... Oh, I have one more enabling that's sitting over here. I almost didn't see it. Because it is gorgeous. You've probably seen some on the Knit Girls. That's where I heard about it. And it's these gorgeous gradients. Oh, I hope you can see that the color shows up well. Because these are beautiful. They go from a nice darker, I guess it's not real dark, bright orange to like a dreamsicle color. They are so pretty. The colorway is Koi, and it's from Color Shift Yarns on Etsy. And let's see, there's 109 grams here of fingering weight, and I think it's just under 500 yards. I think it's like 400 and some, I think. Don't hold me to it. But it's so pretty. After I saw it on the Knit Girls, I had to run to the shop and get some. It's so pretty, and the girl who runs this is so super nice. Like, super duper nice. We've emailed back and forth a couple times, chit-chatting. I had ordered some more because there is now a 4-week wait for this. Because it's so stinking pretty. And it's soft. Not the softest, but it's also not a superwash. I use a lot of superwash wools, and they're softer. But I think once you go and you knit it up and you block it, it'll be fabulous. I can't decide what I want to make with it yet. I definitely want to make a shawl. Something fun for summer. I had gotten some in green, in botanical green, that'll be coming in a few weeks. And then I want to make a citron with. So I'm really liking the half circle-ish crescent shaped shawls right now. So I just need to find one that'll be good for summer. And that's what I'll be making with it. So pretty. Gotta check her out. She's super duper nice. I cannot say enough things about her. And then, let's see. What else do I have? I have some books. I got books shortly before I was getting ready to record this. I heard a knock at the door. And I have gotten this book several times from my public library. And it was on Amazon for like 70 or 80% off. And it's Knitting for Peace. I've knitted... I'm trying to think. It was a messenger bag. It was the second project that I had ever knitted. And mine was this really deep thyme green, and I felted it, you know, as the pattern called for, and I was so excited because, like I said, it was only my second knitting project ever, and I figured if I really screwed it up, I was just felting it. It would come out fine. And it did. It's in my project pages, and I couldn't have been happier with the pattern. It's really easy. I think it works up really quick. And I just bought it to add to my library, because anytime I've tried to get it from my local library, there's usually a waiting list now. And for like 70 or 80% off, you can't pass it up. At least I couldn't. I also got Knitting Green because it was on sale on Amazon. I am a sucker for sales. Let me see really quick here. The Knitting for Peace is by Betty Christensen. And I am not seeing a real retail price on this. I don't buy many books at retail price. There's a sticker on the back. And, but it was really affordable. Oh, okay, there's a sticker on the back, and I can't see if there's a regular price. But this one also has a sticker on the back. Shoot, Amazon, come on. Anyways, I will link the pages to these so you can find them online and see if they're still online or how much they're selling for, because they have covered up the prices. And the main thing that I liked about this book that I really, really want to make, it's the on-the-go bike basket / purse. And you can hook it onto a bike if you like. Or it can just be a really cute purse, because I am a sucker for bags and purses. And there's several like little sweater tanks, hats, and a really pretty shawl in here. I might make the shawl. Might be something I can make with my Twisted Fiber Arts yarn when it comes. If I can find it. Maybe not. Alright, well, there it is. Right as I was about to give up. That's how it works, right? See? Beautiful. I would do it in a much brighter color because I like bright, but that's very pretty. It's like a sage green. And then I have been waiting for this book forever because supposedly it is the holy grail of all knitting books. And it was just re-released yesterday. And it is The Principles of Knitting by June Hemmons Hyatt. And I didn't know what to expect with this. You know, you hear, oh, it's going for hundreds of dollars on eBay, and I don't have that kind of money to waste on a book that I don't even know if I'm going to like. When I picked up the Amazon box, it was so heavy, and now I can see why, because look at this thing. It is huge. And I was like, holy cannoli, it's huge. I have thumbed through it, and it really does have, like, everything in it. I don't even know where to begin in this book. I normally will sit down and kind of flip through knitting books and look at them cover to cover, and I mean, it weighs a ton. It originally retails for $45. I bought it on Amazon, so I didn't pay that. I don't even know really what to say about it at the moment. Like I said, there's so many techniques. There's things I have never seen. It is just one of those things you'll just have to sit down and kind of take it all in, because there's a lot of information. I don't know how necessary this book is anymore with everything on the internet. I mean, any knitting problem I've ever been able to find, I found online. But it was like 40% off. For 40% off, I figured might as well jump on it, because it could really be worth all the hype everyone's given it, and then it'll go away again and I'll be upset that I didn't get one when I had the chance. So like I said, it's been pre-ordered for months, Principles of Knitting. Oh, it's huge. I can't get over that. I was not expecting something this big. So, get it on Amazon or somewhere for a good price. In case if you're like me and are like, do I really need this? I don't know. I really don't. And then another piece of enabling that I have, because I love bags, they said, is this. I love 31 bags. For any of you that haven't heard of them, 31 is like a home party where you get a consultant, and I'm currently obsessed with gray and yellow, which this is supposed to be taupe and yellow. It definitely looks more gray to me, but it is huge. It is huge. It has so many pockets. It has a pocket inside. It ties closed. Just has a little tie. It has a pocket with a zipper. And I love that it has pockets on the outside. You could fit skeins of yarn in there. It's really big. I think it retails for $65. I didn't pay that. I had gotten a discount. But I love the fabric. It's one of their new fabrics. It's something Blossom, I think. Awesome Blossom or something like that. It's new. It's huge. I wasn't expecting this to be that big either. I'm like, wow, that's really big. I really, really stink at looking at dimensions and visualizing just how big something is. They always come bigger than I expect. Usually. Once in a while I get something and I'm like, wow, that's really small. Not what I was expecting. Not on this. So, I guess that's it for my enabling. That's it. And then I forgot I had a charity pattern I wanted to talk about, and I forgot it at the printer in the other room. And I'm not going to go get it. If I remember, I'll try to show it in the next one. But it is the No More Tears pattern from Mommy Needs Yarn. Erin, I can't remember her last name, starts with a W. Welch. I'll link it. And it is for her Autism Speaks walk. The money from that goes towards the money for the walk. And I have a nephew with autism, and I know the trials and triumphs that I've seen my sister-in-law go through with her son, so I felt it important to show my support for Mommy Needs Yarn. I normally am not a patterned sock knitter. I like my socks very vanilla. I have both the Cookie A's books, and they're more coffee table books to me. I'll probably never knit anything out of them, but I love the patterns. They're gorgeous, so I might actually try to knit the No More Tears socks for my sister-in-law. I haven't decided. I'm kind of intimidated because I stink at patterned socks. I get lost. I don't know why. But I do. So, I think that's all I have for today. So, I'm Retro Lemon on Ravelry, and my group is Retro Lemon Studio, and I'd love to see you there if you haven't already joined. And then I am Retro Lemon on Twitter. I don't tweet much. I stink at that. You don't want to know I had oatmeal for breakfast, so I don't tweet it. And I'm Retro Lemon on Pinterest. Love Pinterest. It's so addicting. So until next time, I will see you there. Bye.